super gay. Sensor beep going in there.
That's going to require precise.
Yeah.
Bounce, bounce, wow. Wow.
No, it's just Chuck Testa.
All right, that's going in there. We're gonna have an old meme night.
Sound effects and then getting audience participation.
Nope, it's just Chuck Testa.
Twitter votes.
Consequences will never be the same.
No.
What's wrong with these kids?
Crickets? No, we got enough.
No, crickets will work. That's definitely going in there. Crickets. For all those great jokes that Ryan tells.
Derp, derpity, derp, 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 derp.
Dracula. It's kind of confused. Oh, people are so stupid. Word. All right. All right, I'm doing all these because I can see.
Don't drop that dirk. Hey, don't drop that dirk.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream.
All right. I really wish that was the whole song.
Fatality.
All right.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Second rule.
Fuck off.
You can just say that.
Gay! Garbage day!
That's in there. Garbage day.
This is the new podcast. Just Mike going through the soundboard. Oh my god.
Okay, now when I just hear that, I think, damn it. All right.
Hadouken! Stop. Have a time.
Hey, Apple. Apple. Hey.
Hey.
Hold
on.
Oh, Hodor is definitely going on there. That's just such a weird read of that line. It's like he forgot what he was for a second.
Yeah.
I am. What was it? The law.
Line. Mr. Stallone, it's the law.
It's the law. Put your helmet back on.
I can smell you.
All right.
That was from that scene in that video.
I like turtles.
Oh god. Oh god.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Oh, Inception. Bois is
The
definitely
bois.
Bois.
And it's gone.
Sello se va de Carglass.
Remember that week when Lonely Island was really cool?
Hey, they're still cool, man. You know, the Kamehameha is always going to be good.
Keyboard Cat is definitely going on there. Con is definitely going on.
All right, let's silence our cell
I'm
phones.
not done yet. Hold on.
I'm a foreign Malaga.
Too many. It's way too many favorites.
but not as many as there are total, so we're still good.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick.
It's just like crazy.
Perfect.
Wow! That's a low price.
Medic! Message for you, son.
That's for Monty Python. Oh, that's definitely going on there. Who doesn't love a good Metal Gear like?
Mind the gap.
Morphin' time. Mike's still going through.
I'm in the M's, sir.
So halfway done.
I mean, we're broad streaming, broadcasting right now.
Nailed it.
Yes.
9999999.
You gotta have Hitler in there.
You gotta have Hitler.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Okay.
No! Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope.
She's not a Christian.
Oh my God.
Should that go in there?
I don't
see any good context for that.
I mean, I can use it for everybody.
Oh, fuck, say it!
It's Tourette's guy.
Uh-huh.
Objection!
Objection.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Long Johnson.
No, Don.
All right. Is there anything that anything else we can talk about? Add to the notes. I forgot to do the notes more.
What about Jared Leto Joker?
Jared Leto Joker.
No.
That's a good one.
Come on, Craig.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
I mean, I guess you have to put that one, right?
I guess. I put the Baltimore stuff going on.
Yeah.
Mike, we're gonna play a game with Mike.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't hate you.
Oh, we have to talk. We have to talk about Steve's wedding.
Do we have to?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, we're gonna.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly.
Nope.
He is a cop and he's learning impaired. He's the retarded policeman.
What is that?
I have no idea. It's just labeled retarded policeman.
I want to see that.
Oh boy. All right.
We're gonna talk about. I know spoiler-free Avengers talk.
Spoiler-free Avengers talk.
Sega!
Ooh.
Shall not pass!
Any new game releases?
I haven't been playing.
Hey
anything.
Reggie. there's a Shin Chan one. It's just him laughing.
God damn it. I hate it so much.
Okay, Ryan hates it. That's going on.
What have I done to deserve?
Because we all like Sports Center, right?
No, 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 no,
That's one of the top 10.
no, 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 no.
More Scrubs jokes.
It has literally been so far been 8 minutes of Mike going through his soundboard.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Oh, please no.
That's what I paid to see.
See Jared Leto Joker. I guess I can look on Reddit real quick. We haven't started yet, really.
2, 3, 4.
Jeremy Renner.
Oh, Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
What's going on with him?
Oh, he did a thing on Jimmy Fallon where he sang a song that was a parody of an Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran? Yeah.
Sheeran? Well, I don't know. It's
Another Brit playing guitar while it's in my head.
What does the fox say? What the fox say?
Oh my God! They killed Kitty.
I'm gonna
You
mute you so
bastard!
hard tonight.
They see me rolling. They hate it.
Man,
Hey, this is a good one. That one's a good one. That one has actual. Yeah.
Games with Mike. Stump Mike.
Toasty. I wish they had douche gel.
Tomorrow for sure.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
I hope people are enjoying this because I'm not.
Victory screech!
Thomas is tweaking his nipples
That's good.
in the window. He's still doing it.
I don't want him to stop.
What a joker.
Oh, the Steam stuff. I forgot about Steam.
Oh, definitely the same stuff.
Paid mods.
Who's your daddy?
I thought it was gonna be who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who let the dogs out?
Hate my life. I hate it. Why?
A bunch of stormtroopers are dying.
Why?
Someone just started up Windows 95. It wasn't me.
Oh, that takes me back.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Like what happened on Game of Thrones last week or this week?
You been watching it?
No, I mean that's like a
Wrong,
topic.
wrong, wrong,
Oh, yeah.
wrong.
You can't spoil the show.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Suddenly it's 2006.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You're too slow!
All right, you want to get started?
Yep.
Like,
All right, is that disease?
is that disease?
I did. I got it. So what we're gonna do is go just to favorites and boom.
Boom. Now you have a whole page of favorites.
That's still
I'm just gonna play them all one at a time. I'd like to take a moment to talk about something near and dear to my heart. I think my volume is low on the microphone.
I just turned down the mic.
Oh yeah, girl. You know when you get two girls in a car, they like to poop out of their butt, and then they put it in their mouths like it's soft serve ice cream.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, so the one guy, Millie
Oh,
Vanilli,
boy.
is actually going to record an album with the guy that did the actual voices for Millie Vanilli.
Oh my God.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see the trailer for Human Centipede 3?
Nope.
Nope.
I had
It exists.
I had much better things to do with my time, like anything.
I think they call it Final Sequence.
Final sequence. Why does this sound so bassy? What is it? There we go. This sounds
Why is
bassy.
it so bassy? They call me Count Basie.
Count Basie.
Count Basie.
I like the
Electric
bass.
Boogaloo. What if they did? What if Count Basie? What if they took a bunch of his songs and just made them dubstep?
Why do you exist, Michael? Why do you
I'm
exist?
just asking the hard hitting questions.
Why do you exist?
What are you?
All right. I think we are.
Trying to talk like Ultron.
Was
You
that
kind of
close?
had a
Was
you had
that
a little bit.
Ultron?
You had a little bit of a Raymond Reddington thing going on.
I don't know.
A
who
David
you are.
Spader, if you will.
Can't fade the spades. God damn it. Why do I do this to myself? Why? All right. So
I'm sharing the
we're
podcast.
sharing the podcast. 14 minutes to get ready. I hope everyone is in the streams likes that.
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross it. I tagged you, Steve. Is that cool?
I'm tagging him
That's
now.
cool.
Is your mom gonna be mad?
Tag,
No,
you're it.
she's in bed. She's probably asleep.
We're talking. This is 40s and 20s after dark. After Steve's mom's
after hours.
After Steve's mom's gone to bed, Steve comes out to play.
Oh God.
Well, thanks for that.
Is Ashley listening?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Last time you were on, I think Ashley said she would show us her boobs.
I don't think that's a thing that ever happened.
Maybe
I think she said when I got home,
she would show you her boobs.
No. I think she was gonna punch me in the boobs.
Oh.
I get those confused.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn.
Yeah.
I want to make it so this thing doesn't go to sleep.
And also do the
butt.
do the butt.
What in the butt? I said what in the butt? You want to do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I couldn't come up with a better thing. So
Whoops,
we're gonna do.
there was a problem playing audio file. Sorry, this is so embarrassing.
You gotta download it, dude.
You gotta download it. How's that?
I guess that'll work.
All right. Well, hold on. I gotta set this so it doesn't go to sleep. And it'll ruin my battery life, but I don't really care. It's got to get battery life. I'm actually getting a pretty good amount of battery life out of this thing, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, did you want to bring the beers out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Auto lock. Never. Thank
Mine
you.
or do you have more than?
There's some in the garage fridge. Here, I'll go with you real quick.
Okay.
Womp, womp, womp.
Mike, entertain the live stream.
You turned the volume on my board off.
It's the third or fourth.
The fourth one?
Don't drop that dirk dirk. Hey, don't drop that dirk dirk.
Case in the lead mix.
What's up? This is DJ Case.
All your days are belong to us.
Dropping the big hits of 2006. Shake 'em up, back traced it. I'm just mixing stuff.
Derpity derp 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 diddy derp 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 diddy derp 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 derp. Bazinga!
Kamehame Bazinga. You can do so many of these and add Bazinga in there, and it's suddenly hilarious. Hold on.
Fuck her right in the pussy. Bazinga!
Fuck her right in the Bazinga. What am I doing with my life? I made it say fuck her right in the Bazinga.
I'm so proud of you, Michael.
I'm like a live mixture DJ who just does soundboard stuff.
How are we displaying these? You want your chalice, sir?
My chalice. You say it like Sean chalice. This is my chalice.
Oh no. Oh, thanks. Penguin.
Penguin.
Here, I'm gonna take this off your keys real quick. Rich.
I can smell.
Oh wait, that is your keys.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on, I didn't do the fart one. You got to do farts, right?
Yeah, farting.
guess.
I can smell.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
That's recorded from that Scene Nanners video where he was playing the hidden mod.
All right.
So it would be like this.
Who made
I can smell you.
Jesus Christ.
I can smell you.
My God.
I can smell you.
Oh. Wait.
I'll just take
Hold on.
Hold on.
Kamehame Hodor.
Fuck her right in the pussy. Fuck her right in
Hold on.
Oh my god.
What, fuck her right
I am
now, hold
looking
away.
forward to this so much. I can't even tell you. Ready to start? Oh boy.
All right, you ready?
Oh boy.
I'm ready if you're ready. Is this is this yours?
No, mine's on the ground.
You can put it on the table.
Yeah,
It's
put it on the
cool.
table.
I was worried if I put it on the table, it'd be like,
Oh, it's fine. These things are pretty good.
Yeah, they don't.
There's that. That's your chalice.
My chalice.
My chalice.
My wife.
Uh-huh. What does what? My wife.
My wife. Yep. My wife. Said you be good. My wife.
My wife.
I wish my wife was on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna pour this afterward.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm all queued up.
You all queued up? Let's do
I'm
it.
all queued up. Oh,
Let me
oh, hey, hey, I'm all queued up.
go ahead. All right, welcome to 40s and 20s. I'm Ryan 40s.
My human centipede.
Welcome to 40s and 20s.
Oh,
I'm your host, Ryan
We're
40s.
starting. I'm Mike 20s.
And
Mike 20s.
Mike 20s. And we have a special show for you today.
Very special show.
I think it's going to be
You
great.
can say it like Matthew McConaughey. We got a very special show.
All right.
All right, Murph.
We have
Murph. We got a special show.
we have one of our favoritist
Most favorite.
Mostest
favorite
guests ever
guestest
today.
His guestest.
The bestest of the guests.
It's guest, guester, and guestest.
I don't like you
All right,
at all.
Steven. Hi,
Steven!
yes, sir.
Say hi.
Do you prefer
Hi.
Steven or Steve?
I don't care.
He doesn't care. I use them interchangeably.
Does anybody call you Steven?
Only when I'm in trouble.
Steven!
Steven.
Yeah.
Steven.
Oh boy. This is 40s and 20s podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
Woo, and I'm Mike.
And we
Wait, I'm Mike. Wait, am I?
Chuck Testa.
You.
I had it turned down.
You
Okay. We have a
fucking
new
idiot.
thing. Okay.
Oh my god, you ruined my joke.
We have a new
Hold
thing
on.
tonight.
Hold on, do it again.
Okay.
Don't ruin my joke.
Welcome to 40s and 20s. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm Mike.
No, it's just Chuck Testa.
Yeah, you get it?
I get it.
It's just
It's that thing from the internet.
from like 4 years ago.
Still good.
Still good.
Still got it.
Still, we've got it.
So I'm a little sick tonight. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And if we cough,
Yeah.
bear with us.
I actually had a fever last weekend.
I had a fever last podcast.
The whole time.
The whole podcast.
It made you funnier, I think.
Wow.
Okay, so Steve,
Yo.
we all know that you are a scientist.
Scientologist?
Kind of.
I mean, some would say a mad scientist.
A mad Scientologist.
I do the work of a scientist, but get paid considerably less.
Like a teacher.
Yeah, it happens. Mike's girlfriend's a teacher.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
It almost sounds like my ex-girlfriend, but it's Mike's girlfriend.
That's weird.
I'm just saying, it sounds the same. My ex-girlfriend, Mike's girlfriend.
Nope.
Sounds the same to
No,
me.
Nope.
I love your girlfriend. A
Wow.
lot. No, I do. She's great.
Man.
I when you brought her around, I was like, she's cool. She's all right. And then
Yeah.
we actually started talking and getting closer. And it's I feel like
You're making me feel really uncomfortable.
I feel like she's
listen,
a better
I'm not
friend than you are.
I'm not a jealous person, and I'm not jealous. I trust her implicitly.
Here we go.
I'm actually just like, what the hell, man?
What do you
You're
mean?
my best friend.
I know. And I talk to
and
her
you
more than I
talk
talk
to
to
her
you.
way more than you talk to me. What the hell?
Because she's cool and you're just fucking weird. You ask me for nudes all the time. She's not asked me once.
She gets mine.
No one should ever have to go through
She
that.
likes them.
I don't think so.
Probably.
It doesn't make
she keeps
sense to
asking
me.
for them.
So
weird.
podcast. We have a new feature. Mike has a soundboard now. And he's been going through for the past like half an hour finding his favorite sounds on here. So he's gonna go through some of them right now, I believe.
So I'm gonna do that womp womp a womp. I'm not good at soundboards, so I probably shouldn't do it. I probably should hit the button.
You should probably just hit the button.
Is that it? Did I do it?
I don't know. Mike, I don't know anymore. I don't know you. I'm just gonna say right now that I hate this. I regret my decision. I just hate everything that's happening.
You're the one that told me to download this, Ryan.
I did, and
you're like, hey, it'd be really funny if you had a soundboard on your iPad. And I'm like, yeah, that would be good. So now you get Trollolo as much as I want. All you can Trollolo.
That should be a new thing.
All you can Trollolo.
Yeah.
Is it a deal at
the deals are amazing
at Hometown Buffet?
Have you been there lately?
All you can Trollolo.
Oh my god!
Is that a commercial?
I hope not.
Did you like our commercials last week? Did you?
That was great.
We had some good.
We're gonna do it again tonight. So Steve, you haven't been on in a while.
No, it's been at least a year. I was on during Raul's last episode.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Good harmony, guys.
Not intentional. Kill me right now, please. Somebody send a knife. Send somebody here to fucking murder me. I'll give you my address on the internet.
Man, I really like this.
Oh yeah, what are you guys drinking? Let's start the podcast.
Steve brought Whiter's dry pear. It's a hard cider.
Hard cider
with pears.
Hot cider.
You can pair it well with many things.
Good cider.
It's the hardest of cider.
Nice cider.
There's a sushi place down in Kearney Mesa that has this on tap.
Ooh.
It actually pairs pretty well with rolls. That wasn't a joke.
that was a joke. Oh boy. I've missed you, Steve.
Oh, I've missed you.
And you're getting married soon.
I am in June.
Nice.
Very soon. I could use a few more weekends to prep though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You get like a practice wedding.
Yeah, that's what rehearsal.
Oh, that's the rehearsal. I guess you do get a practice wedding.
Yeah.
It's good.
You excited for it?
I am. I'm more terrified than anything trying to get it ready in time.
It'll happen.
Is it going to be like a nerd themed wedding at all?
We have some nerd things.
Cool.
They're going to make it in. It's like mostly Hawaiian theme, but in the music and in the props for the photo booth, we're going to get nerd stuff in. I'm going to be making a special prop for the photo booth. That's incredibly nerdy.
Nice.
Steve makes some good stuff. He made his own Half-Life costume one time.
I remember that. That's like one of the first nights I met Steve, and I think we got closer that night.
Yeah,
God,
we walked around Target and he was sloshing from all the sweat.
Okay, I made the outer part of the HEV suit, that's Gordon Freeman's suit, out of foam rubber. And then I was like, oh, I need a base that goes beneath it. Like, oh, you know what it looks like? It looks like a wetsuit. So I went to like a Play It Again Sport. I got a used wetsuit. And I'm like, this is perfect. And like, oh, it's not going to be that hot out at Halloween. I'll be fine in this. But
it's October 31st.
It's October 31st. But here's the thing. Wetsuits are meant to keep you warm when you're in the ocean.
Oh my God.
And it will not let body heat escape from your body. So I had this on and I was counting out, I'll get up and dance and I'll get up and sing. And then Mike's, oh, let's go over to Target. I need sheets for my new bed.
I just got a new bed. That's
You
right.
just got a new bed.
It was actually Reggie's old bed at the time.
So I walk over with these guys, but my body has no way of releasing heat at all. It's all trapped. And I just start sweating profusely the whole night. And I have these rubber boots on and they just start filling with sweat.
Oh,
and
God.
How many pounds do you think
I know how I did it before and after.
That's great.
Because I weighed myself that morning. I was 4 pounds lighter by the end of the day.
Oh, my God.
I lost 4 pounds in water weight. And I still managed to make it home. I had to drive Tony home too.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
She doesn't drive.
But yeah, no crash, no dehydration.
That's good. I'm glad you didn't pass out.
I almost did. That's why I was sitting down next to Thornton the entire time.
Jeez.
So I wouldn't.
I feel your pain. I cosplayed for the first time. We talked about this last week, but I dressed as Bird Person from Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
And I made the helmet is like it's like a wig, like underneath the wig thing, which is mesh, in order for the glue to stick, we put saran wrap. And so that's over my head and the saran wrap didn't come off. So it's just encasing all the heat that's supposed to be released through your head and just coagulating all the sweat and mixing with the glue. And it was just awful.
Are you trying to say?
Consequences will never be the same.
Is that what you're?
I just want to go on record that I quit right now. I quit the podcast.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm done.
Is that? Curious.
Needless to say, cosplay is hard.
Cosplay is tough.
Let's talk about how hard cosplay is.
It's really hard. But first, let's talk about the theme of the show tonight.
Cosplay.
We're not talking about cosplay tonight. We have Steve here to talk with us about sleep. Yep. Yep. This is happening. Why? That's definitely a thing. It definitely happened.
That's a talking cat.
I hit the wrong button.
Tonight we got Steve here to talk with us. He's going to give us some sleeping tips. This is Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk.
The 40s and 20s.
So we're gonna get sexy.
if you didn't know,
who doesn't love Pillow Talk?
If you didn't know, last week we started a series called that where we're going to look for our
Is
next.
it pronounced redo or
It's Redux? Redux.
French,
I believe.
right?
Steve, you're a scientist.
Sure.
You're French.
You're French.
Only a little.
You should know
Which part?
language. Which
The
part?
mustache.
All right.
The mustache is French. So we're talking about Pillow Talk. We're going to get to sleeping tips. We're going to talk about how to maximize your REM cycles. We're going to talk about ideal
what you're thinking about
And-
after cuddling.
after cuddles. Mike's going to make sleeping sexy. Making sleeping sexy with Mike. He's going to make it.
Oh my.
I did it.
I just can't wait for you to get faster at that so I can hate you quicker.
Quicker?
Yeah.
All right. I'll
So,
work on it.
Before we get to that, though, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right
Straight into a commercial?
right after these commercials. We'll be right back. And we're back
Yeah.
from commercials.
Welcome back.
That was great.
That was a super good commercial. That was on my list of top 10 favorite commercials. It was easily number 3.
I wanted to buy the thing that we were talking about.
I will definitely use that service and/or product.
So, Steve, we got Steve here. He's going to be talking about those sleeping tips. But first,
talk about Star Wars.
Star Wars.
If you didn't know, there's a new trailer. Wait, did we talk about that? We
Yeah.
talked about it.
Did. But last night.
I knew
So,
we did.
so
So,
first
yeah.
of all, Mike and I
Yep.
went to go see the Avengers.
Avengers.
Ages of Ultron.
How you never say what Ultron's age was.
They never did. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
For all we know, he could be
Like
2,000.
or 100.
We'll never know.
And we'll never know.
Some things aren't meant to be known.
Nope.
But we did see Age of Ultron, and before when the trailers was for Star Wars.
They had lots of trailers, first of all.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of weird fanboys.
Oh my God. I would never. Well, okay. I guess I should have expected it. Midnight showing of Avengers, one of the most highly anticipated sequels.
Yeah.
And the people there. Now, I saw The Dark Knight opening night, and there were.
Opening night or midnight?
Midnight.
before? Okay.
Midnight. And I waited in line for hours and all this shit. But there were the level of fanboyism, and there were people with like comics and stuff, but they were cool in the theater. It was very like reactionary, like people like being excited.
Yeah.
People weren't annoying about it.
I mean, they were so excited.
It's over 9,000.
That's how excited they were.
Oh boy. So they were very excited.
I don't hate you.
I do hate you. I do hate you. I want to make that very clear. Anyway, so but the fanboys last night were just out of control.
Oh man, they were nuts.
Well, I think it's because it's more Marvel. I think Marvel is a little more like I don't know. I feel it might be just Joss Whedon fans.
Yeah,
maybe in
I
general.
swear, I heard a guy squee at the end credits thing.
Squee.
He squeed hard. He was like, like it was like a pig back there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was very excited for the movie. I wanted to see it. I wasn't blown away.
No, so we're out of top of the Marvel movies.
Oh, all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe
so far. I mean, where would you put this?
Winter Soldier's number 1.
For you.
For you.
Yeah.
For
I
you,
put Avengers. I put the first Avengers number one.
I think the first Avengers is also number one, but
then Winter
but
Soldier is number two
see,
for sure.
For me, it's Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry. Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy is like interchangeable for me.
Yeah.
I cannot decide which one I like more. Just if I want to sit down and have fun watching something.
Right.
Both of those are boom right there.
This
I
one
love it.
is somewhere
And
after
I think it's
Winter
for
Soldier.
me, Winter Soldier, and then this movie.
It's very good.
It's
They upped the quirkiness factor a lot, which I was kind of. I mean, like, yeah, it was fun, but it felt like, hey, remember when we made jokes in the first one? We're gonna make way more this time.
yeah. I felt like the joking was a little excessive in times.
Really good. The trailer gives the
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
feeling
does.
that it's going to be dark.
So that's
and
one
you know
thing-
what? And it is dark.
someone's
is
going to
dark.
die.
So and it's Joss Whedon, so you know someone's gonna die.
Yeah, it's everyone. Someone's gonna die in Joss Whedon movie.
It's just, I mean, the first one, Coulson died.
well,
And then,
and then he came back for the
but
show.
he did die. Like
Yeah.
they said that he died, and then Fury rubbed his blood all over some trading cards. And that.
What? Which we were talking about before the movie. Why did he have to do that? I mean, I get the whole effect, but like he went and rubbed the blood on there. Like, I mean, it would have had the same effect if it was just regular
Hey,
cards.
these are playing cards that Coulson liked, but it's not the same as like, hey, Coulson had these on him. He was such a fan of you guys.
That's true.
I guess that's kind of what he was going for.
That's just fucked, right?
It is fucked. Fury's fucked. That's like the whole
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
Now, something interesting happens with this movie
Okay.
in that you have a character who also appeared in another movie owned by a different studio,
Right.
Yeah.
played by two different actors, and that, of course, is Quicksilver.
Mhm.
Now, I saw Days of Future Past again very recently,
Mhm.
so I
Great
saw
movie.
that Quicksilver, and it's
And
the
he steals
guy.
the show.
Yeah, it's a guy from American Horror Story. I don't remember what his name is. So how was this Quicksilver in comparison to the other?
Different, but
way different.
but just as good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they overplayed Quicksilver's speed in X-Men.
Yeah, let's just
Like,
call it
well,
X-Men.
like he was just
He
was
could
like
just speed all the day.
Yeah.
All the day long.
Whereas
he
in
could
this
speed.
one, you can see Quicksilver getting tired from
Yeah.
running, like he's holding his side,
That-
stuff like that.
I mean, that makes more sense
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I mean he should be getting exhausted,
Also,
having to eat a
very,
billion calories a day.
very, very Eastern
Yeah,
European.
they made him Eastern European. Well,
that's more accurate.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
more accurate. Yeah,
Instead of
It's
like this
they give him
American
that, they
kid.
give him that Cold War accent.
Did they give
Hello.
any
Like-
hint at all that he or Scarlet Witch are mutants?
No, they
Use the word
can't.
mutant.
They can't.
They
yeah.
don't.
They were
Experimented
on using the Loki's staff, and they were created
They're,
using that.
they're the
staff.
only ones that survived.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so that's just a complete and utter retcon.
Yeah, there's no mutants at all in this universe.
And now,
Wow.
so yeah, they do a lot of stuff like that. Like Hawkeye's backstory is completely ignored
Yeah,
from
that's
the
true.
from the Marvel universe. They make it a completely different character almost.
Yeah.
But it was good. It wasn't
it's
a
not
bad.
It's definitely not bad. And
Yeah.
I would say Hawkeye goes from being like, Hawkeye's on the team, but towards the end, it's like Hawkeye's like kind of stealing the show a
Yeah,
little bit.
they
like,
really,
yeah.
really gave him some good parts.
But they did that the whole movie.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Yeah, I
it.
don't
No
wanna- I don't want
spoilers.
to spoil it, man. I don't want to.
You gotta watch it. It's
Yeah.
very good. I wasn't, like I said, I was not blown away. I liked it a lot.
Yes,
I like Guardians of the Galaxy more still,
I do
and
too.
Winter Soldier more.
Yeah, and the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. So I
But-
would give it a solid 8.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
8.
8.5 out of 10. Yeah, easy.
And one thing I keep reading on the internet is how fucking much Joss Whedon talks about how tired he was making this movie.
So tired.
It was such a huge thing, and they after the success of the first one, Marvel Studios had a lot more input on this one, and they had their hands more in the cookie jar, and you can see that
Yeah.
for sure. Like,
well, they did a lot of setting up for other movies.
it wasn't really so much a Joss Whedon movie as it was totally a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Whereas I
With-
think the
with
first
some-
Avengers is
with
more,
some Whedon-esque stuff in
Yeah.
there. Like the humor was definitely Whedon-esque,
yeah,
if you
So
will.
was there a big setup for the Ant-Man movie?
not at
No,
all.
not at all. There's
Not
zero
at
setup
all.
for Ant-Man.
It confuses me because that's the last movie of the phase
Of the
two,
phase 2.
but it has literally like
It's like
could
its
have
own thing.
existed completely
Yeah.
separate.
A lot of people expected Ultron to be mentioned in it because in the comic, Ultron, yeah, he's a byproduct of Pym Industries.
Yeah, but he's
Right.
definitely not in
But
this one.
they retconned it to make it like he's a Stark technology
Yes, he is.
design, right?
Kind of. It's a little more complicated than that, but the base of it is Stark. Yes.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to get too crazy in it. There's some Deus Ex Machina going on in
For
there.
sure.
Of course, you have robots.
You got
Yeah.
robots.
And the Vision, dude, I will tell you, Paul
Yeah.
Bettany, I was fucking blown away.
Yeah.
It was so good. And I was surprised by Scarlet Witch. I liked her a lot more than I thought I would. They still
It's kind of
underutilized.
her powers are a little different, or else they don't
Yeah.
explain it. Because Scarlet Witch's power, if I'm not mistaken, is to change the probability of things.
Yeah, and in reality,
And reality.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think during the House of M story arc,
She
actually
takes
just-
away.
Well, she had the ability to completely rewrite reality.
Right. She depowered like most of the mutants. Right.
Well, yeah, she did that by rewriting reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this one, she's got telekinesis, kind of like Jean Grey or whatever,
Mind control.
and she's got mind control.
But they don't really explain that at all. It's just like
Yeah.
she just kind of can, and then she
She
can
just-
shoot
she
out
can
these
does
like
stuff.
powers. These
The
like
red things.
red shit.
Yeah.
They don't explain that at all. Like why she can do
She
that.
just
or
does
she just
it.
does.
Yeah.
And they even have this one scene. This isn't a spoiler, but it was kind of cool where she kind of backs out of her room, and it's kind of like a horror movie, like the
Oh yeah, it was like
the Ring kind of.
where she's like jumping back, but like
And it was cool. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, so they're gonna make her more like kind of a witchy thing.
yeah,
and they
definitely
never do
witch-esque.
that again.
No, it was like the one time. Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
So would you say the downfall is that there's too many characters now and they can't focus on anyone in particular?
It was kind of exhausting.
Even the first opening sequence there, which the Agents of Shield set up, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like they're just going through it. They open up straight to action, and they're slowly going through and showing you little clips of every character doing something cool.
But you feel like you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
oh,
overwhelming
okay.
a little bit. You're like, oh man, Captain America's running around on a motorcycle throwing a shield around, and Hawkeye's shooting arrows, and Hulk's going crazy, and Thor's doing
I'll just
lightning
say
shit.
it is what they were going for
Yeah.
and what it was. It didn't really hit it.
I
They were
agree.
going for like this epic,
It
like
feels like they
mesmerizing.
tried too hard
for
It-
sure.
There's that one scene where they all kind of jump out of that thing at once.
Which
and
they
it's
show in
all
the trailer.
Slow mo.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right. I mean, it's definitely Avengers.
Thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely Avengers.
Yeah.
I liked everything about it. I think Thor was kind of under. He of course, I don't think Thor ever really does anything. He doesn't really have a big role in the first movie. He just kind of like he's just there. He's just angry. This one, he kind of is the same thing. He's like, I'm confused. I'm gonna go off, and that was it. Like he's kind of gone for a lot of the movie.
It's not. I mean,
he just Thor. I
hate
just
that
don't
we
know where
can't
he
talk about it
fits.
because I have a
know.
lot of things I can say about that.
But in general, I feel like he just doesn't really fit.
I'm just gonna say this: Thor goes on a vision quest after Scarlet Witch controls his mind and gives him visions.
Spoiler.
And this is a very, very light spoiler. Very super light spoiler. I'm just gonna say he goes on a vision quest and then comes back with the basic plot of all the,
The
stuff-
whole
of all of the movies.
It's like he goes back. He's like, I saw the movies, guys.
It's
I
literally
know
like he
it.
talked to the DVDs
Yeah.
and he watched them all.
It's cool. There's so many funny parts. I really like if it would have been just like a comedy, like it would have been. But
It's a little like Iron Man 3, where it was a little too funny and maybe
Yeah.
inappropriately funny. Like Ultron was weirdly funny.
Yeah.
Like he had some really funny lines, but I feel like he shouldn't have. I feel like he
Yeah.
should have been more sinister, more serious. But like it was basically like Tony Stark.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, he was basically a robot, evil Tony Stark is
Yeah,
what he was.
absolutely.
With the same kind of quips and shit like that.
Which is cool. I liked it. But yeah, he was definitely not as
But I just want to say
imposing.
James Spader though
kicked ass.
his voice was imposing. It was very
Well,
good.
I was afraid that the movie was he was going to be like too evil.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, he's too bad, too much of a bad guy. But he's like, you can kind of see that he has faults and stuff, which
Yep.
I thought was great.
Yep.
Like really, James Spader just killed it.
Yeah, agreed. He was probably between him and the Vision. I don't know who I could say was a better part of the movie.
I like the Vision a lot more,
Vision a
in
lot
my
more?
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could not believe I was going to like him as much as I did.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. I liked it when it's again light spoiler. When suddenly he went from like kind of naked to like now I have a cape. Look at me. Cape.
Cape time. He's like, hey,
it's cape time.
Cape time.
It just kind of
Hey.
comes out of nowhere. Just
Hey.
like
Cape time.
Cape time. And what time is it? Cape time. That's
Oh,
cool.
weird.
It's
I
weird.
didn't know it was Cape time.
Morphin' time.
Wait, no, it's Cape time. It's Cape time.
God damn it.
You
So-
almost forgot about the soundboard.
I was happy. I was so happy for like 5 minutes. I was
You're
like,
the one that told me to do this.
so anyway, let's talk about Jeremy Renner.
Yes.
He went on Jimmy Fallon, and like,
So I mean, the joke in Marvel in general is you got a Hawkeye who's just
he's just a guy.
He's a guy
No powers.
who shoots arrows.
Very good.
On a team with a Norse god. Which, by the way, can we just talk about the fact that in these movies, Thor basically proves that Norse mythology is the correct religion.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Thor exists. Odin exists.
Right.
And like, why isn't that sparking a bigger upheaval with like Christians and shit like that? There's no like Jesus isn't on their team.
Right.
Thor is. So like,
It's
praise Thor.
It's
really.
not the super team friends, super friends
Right?
from South Park.
Like if I was hanging out and suddenly Thor came down and like he's fighting a bunch of aliens on Earth, I'd be like, well, you know what? I guess Valhalla is waiting for me now.
Yep. Someday there'll be Ragnarok, and we'll all die.
And the great wolf Fenrir
and the great serpent Yagamundar
That's
will
right.
come up from the depths and
I wonder if that'll play it all.
devour the world tree.
yeah.
It'd be great if that played it all into Daredevil, because like he's super Catholic.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does go to the church a lot.
A whole lot. Have
So,
you been
like,
watching that?
Yeah, well, I saw the first episode.
Just the
Oh.
first one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I
The
know.
second
I know.
episode is the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
I like the
episode
eighth.
8. Yeah.
The 8th episode is the Kingpin's like backstory episode.
Very
and
good.
it's super good.
I'm on episode 10. I still have like 2 more episodes to go.
You need to fucking finish it.
I know. I just don't have.
I feel like the only non-plebe around here.
Jesus. A really non-plebe. Here we
Yeah.
go. Soundboard time. Non-plebe. Wait, but say the line first. Say the line. Nah.
You want me to say it?
Say the line again.
I feel like the only non-plebe around here.
I quit the podcast. I'm done. So anyway,
Wait. There you go. Say that again. All right, stop.
I quit the podcast. Jesus Christ.
Did you watch The Croods?
I hate you.
Did you watch The Croods?
No.
My girlfriend made me watch The Croods, and honestly, it's surprisingly a really,
I heard it's pretty
a
good.
really
You know,
good movie.
DreamWorks
I
doesn't
really
do a
liked-
bad job.
Nick Cage was like the main character in it.
Oh, nice.
Well, I mean, like I guess the main kind of guy. Well, it was Ryan Reynolds, Nick Cage, Emma Stone.
Oh, cool.
So like they're all. Oh, and Clark Duke.
Yeah.
It's really good. I recommend it.
It just can't really beat Big Hero 6 in my opinion.
No, of course it can't. Didn't even come out to compete with Big Hero 6.
Oh, I think they're trying to go for it.
Well,
it's
first of all,
like-
The Croods came out first.
I think the Crews they were trying to do Big Hero 6 competition, Big Dick competition, and they lost because it's better. It's a better movie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, anyway, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
He was on Jimmy Fallon.
And I think he had the best line in the movie.
He did have the
I
best
want to
line in
say
the
it
movie.
so
Don't
bad.
say it,
I
don't
want
say it.
to say it so bad. It's so good.
But yeah, because it's worth seeing. It's
Yeah.
worth hearing. And
You're right. I don't want to
experiencing.
ruin it.
But so he went on to play that Ed Sheeran song.
Yeah, it's on
The
Jimmy Fallon.
17.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he did a pretty good job singing.
is an amazing singer.
Yeah.
But he did a version where it's talking about Hawkeye, how he's super in his own way.
Yeah.
He's
He has
really
a scarf and like beret color,
Yeah.
and he plays trombone in his ska band.
And they show all these images behind him, and he's like playing
Like he
trombone.
gets free guac at Chipotle.
It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I could not believe how good of a singer he was.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't playing piano.
Yeah, he was not playing the piano, but he
Yeah,
was singing.
But he was definitely singing.
Yeah.
He was absolutely singing. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon has funny things. Have you seen though? Have you seen? Because they kind of took that lip sync and made its own show.
Yes, which
you seen that?
I still don't know how I feel about
So
it.
I
because-
feel again, girlfriend made me watch some of that. She sent me a bunch of links and like,
Yeah.
watch this. It's so funny. And admittedly, there was like Terry Crews is the best. He is the funniest part of that. But it feels like when it's on, I feel like when it's on Jimmy Fallon,
yeah,
like it's kind of funny because it's like an off the cuff kind of thing,
Right,
Where
it's-
they're just doing it and it's like a bit and then
Right.
it's done.
Right.
Whereas this is a whole show based on that, and it feels like they're just trying really
way
hard.
too hard.
Really
Have you seen
hard.
the show at all, Steve?
No, that's after my bed.
Steve goes to bed early,
And it's on. It's
'Cause
on.
if he's
FX.
awake when the moon's out, he
I
turns
don't-
into a giant.
I don't watch it on
He turns into a
TV.
giant monkey.
Yes.
Wait, I messed up.
Bazinga.
Where do I? What do I do? What do I do?
I like
So-
turtles.
Oh Jesus. Okay,
All
so
right,
we know you
anyway.
like turtles, Mike. You're
Yep.
a Ninja Turtles fan.
Yep.
You like
Anyway,
it.
so
the stupid lip sync battle show. I've just seen clips on YouTube. And
that's all. I think that's all it existed.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually exists on TV. I think they just record it and
To
put it on YouTube.
It's just two celebrities
Well, it's like
lip syncing. It's awful.
It's mostly it's John Krasinski as producer. Like he created the show.
Oh, he did?
with Jimmy Fallon.
I seem like
because he's on it a bunch.
Yeah.
And it's LL Cool J is hosting it, and
Yeah.
it's really awkward. in it.
Yeah.
And there's I don't remember the girl.
There's like a live audience.
Yeah.
And then there's like
but they have like backup dancers.
and there's like a
shit.
girl behind the bar just
Yeah.
dancing. It's just,
She like her
it's-
purpose is literally just to be a girl
Yeah.
behind the bar.
Yeah.
To comment on shit.
It's really weird.
It's really weird.
Don't watch it.
No. Mike Tyson was on it. He was wearing really tight leather pants. That was weird.
Speaking of so Mike said that his girlfriend has made him watch a couple of things.
Yeah.
Has your fiance made you watch anything that you
What have
never-
you watched because your fiance has made you watch?
Most of the programming on Bravo.
Oh, no.
There's a show where a bunch of rich cougars conspire and bitch at each other, and then there's another show with like gay real estate agents who are catty and bitch at each other, and then there's another show with some Persians that are catty and bitch at each other. That's pretty much just most of the programming, and it's just a network of terrible people.
I'm so sorry.
I feel your pain.
That was pretty good, right?
That was good.
Because one show is essentially like the other. You're just changing the location and the grades of spray tan and douchiness.
man. It's like the Real Housewives stuff.
Yeah.
Why does she enjoy it? Can you tell me why does she like it?
She's a girl.
That's not. I mean, that's too easy.
I think she just likes watching terrible people. Well, that and she
That's
likes
what I would-
she watches that to make herself feel better. She watches Hoarders because
I
it
watch
makes,
Hoarders.
because it makes our condo scene cleaner.
Mhm. Whenever I need the motivation to clean my room, I watch an episode of Hoarders.
Yeah.
That seems like a good idea.
No, I'm like, wow, I could get that bad if I let it sit here. And so no, I go, no, I'm gonna clean this shit up. That's what I do.
Well, yeah, your room's immaculate. You have that beautiful display case now. with all the
I know.
Transformers.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
You've been really upping your Transformers collection.
Thank
game.
you.
You've been.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you spent. I don't want to
think
know.
we talked about it a little bit.
I mean, but
so,
yeah, it was just a ballpark figure.
Yeah.
But
overall, it's in. Actually, I added it up in my head the other night when I was just kind of going through and looking at it.
Yeah.
And it's only about $2,000
there's no way.
Of Transformers
Okay.
Oh, you got to get that insured.
in the display case.
In the display case.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have the nice like glass
They're
display
just details
cases
from IKEA. They're like
Yeah.
$60 a piece.
But then you
They're super cheap.
install the lights in there and
those
stuff.
are $20 for 4. So
Oh, it's not too bad.
it's not
Yeah.
really that bad. But I've wired it up so it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun. I need to get another one, but I'm out of room. Like I'm gonna have too much stuff.
That's a display case is full. No more Transformers.
I can't do that because they keep releasing Transformers
that you want.
In fact, in the next week, they're releasing like the final one that completes one of the combiners, the third-party Bruticus, and he's gonna be probably about 2 feet tall.
Damn.
It's gonna be like about this tall. It's crazy. So I've been waiting for that one for like a year. That's the figure that made me start collecting third-party figures.
You need Transformers that combine and turn into another display case.
Oh my
So you can
god,
present
it's
more
brilliant.
Transformers.
It's brilliant.
Get on that. What's the third party brands? Or?
There's a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, I mean, and the only person that's going to care about this is Zach. We've already talked about it, but they have Transformers conventions like BotCon and stuff. And
Yeah, like BotCon.
Zach and I have been to it a couple times.
Yeah.
But this year they're not letting third-party Transformers be sold at BotCon.
Ooh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
they said that they can't bring any products that infringe on their properties.
Damn.
On Hasbro properties.
That's Hasbro putting the
Yeah.
ban hammer on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which kind of sucks because like that's where I got started on third parties. So
That's a shitty move. That's
well,
a
I
way
mean,
shitty
I
move. I get it.
understand
Yeah, I get
Honestly, I think it's only a matter of time till like that's just not a thing anymore.
Right.
But I think it's one of those things. It's like it's too expensive to really go after it, and it's not really hindering their sales because the people that buy that stuff buy the Hasbro stuff anyway.
Right.
So I don't know.
Hasbro's huge. Their stock is up. Too.
It is, yeah.
It's Transformers and Magic.
Well, what it is,
Yeah,
right
I
now,
know.
no, it's that, yeah. But they're smart right now because they've been, especially in Star Wars and stuff. It's like Mike's action figure corner.
Yeah.
They've been really smart lately, and like they've been doing this Combiner Wars thing, and where they're releasing Combiner action figures. And the first one was Superion, the planes. The next one was Menasor, the cars, Decepticon, and then they have another one that's coming out soon. That's going to be Defensors, like rescue vehicles. But they've been kind of reusing the same figures and just kind of remolding them a little bit. So it's essentially there's only like 3 or 4 individual designs. There's like a helicopter, there's like a plane, there's like a car, and they just kind of change the head out, change like little parts, and change the color. And now it's like, oh, this is a new figure. So they've been saving a lot of money doing this, but fans are buying it anyway.
Is there a hearse transformer?
Nope. There is a GoBot. There's a Rolls Royce GoBot who has a top hat, and his name is Good Night, but it's spelled with a K.
With a K.
Yeah.
See, this is why you need third-party Transformers. You can have the hearse, and you have the septic tank Transformer.
This is Pooper. He transforms into a septic tank. This is my favorite one from when I was. No, the third party figures bank on appealing to the nostalgia of those 80s kids, people my age basically or older, that now they have money and they want that toy they wanted as a kid. That's way cool because when you're a kid, the Transformers were a lot cooler than they really were. They had a lot more articulation than they really did. The transformation was a lot more complicated than they really were because you're a kid and you don't realize that, hey, this is actually kind of dumb. But like when you're older, I'm playing with like a G1 figure. I'm like, yeah, this is really kind of basic. Why did I ever like this? But these companies are like, yeah, check this out. It's super crazy, super articulated, super hard to transform, but it looks super cool on your shelf. So that's kind of what they're banking on right now. Like they've got a Megatron coming out in the next week or two. It's called Apollyon, is what they're calling him because they can't call him Megatron. Apollyon, but he's an actual.
Is he polyamorous?
No, Apollyon is.
I'll connect with anyone.
Apollyon is an end times demon.
Oh, Apollyon.
Yeah, Apollyon.
Apollyon. Apollyon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so he's an actual gun though, because they can't make Megatron transform into a gun anymore, just because
They
like
can't.
safety, kid stuff. You know, he's always like a tank or some super spaceship.
Right.
But this is actually he's like a gun. Like he even has like the stock and stuff, like the original Megatron did.
Nice.
So I mean, I'm actually looking forward to that one.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to Mike on YouTube. What's your YouTube?
It's just Mike Case.
Mike Case.
Kaess.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. He does unboxings. You got
I do
Loot Crates?
I do unboxings for Loot Crates. I did some Transformer reviews. I started doing Star Wars Black Series reviews.
Nice.
I just did one the other night. I got bored. I couldn't sleep, so I recorded and did one. Threw it up on YouTube.
You know what's funny? Ashley is a former coworker who's also super into Transformers.
Yeah.
He keeps them all in his office at work. His last name also Case.
That's
spelled
weird.
differently.
K-S-C-A-S-E?
Yeah,
That's really weird. I kind of be friends with him.
I think he's invited to the wedding.
Okay, well, you know
So
what?
you have.
I'm going to talk to him
all
about
Transformers,
we'll
and
talk.
then his wife will get bored, roll her eyes.
Well, my
and
girlfriend
start
probably
drinking.
No, actually, you know what? Lily's been super accepting over my Transformers.
That's a good
Like,
sign.
She has favorites and she likes to transform. Like I've got some that I won't let her touch. I'm like, baby, these are too expensive for you to break. But then I'm like, you can play with this one over here. It's like a $20, it's a $10 figure. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, she likes Brainstorm.
Nice.
Yeah, it's her favorite.
I just recently went to Meltdown Comics in LA.
Yeah.
And got one of they had a limited edition Meltdown Loot Crate, and I had the lady picked one out for me, and I got a really cool Tribble, like a little Tribble plushie.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
I got
cool.
a couple. I got a Transformer. I gave it out to Mike.
You did?
I gave you a Transformer pin from Universal Studios.
Yeah, you did.
So you're welcome, man.
Thank you, man.
You're fucking welcome.
Thanks, man.
Mike, I'm so glad I bought you things.
Thanks.
All the things you like.
Thanks.
Why won't you like me? Why won't you like me? Yep, you're looking for a sound?
Yep.
Sound cue. Yeah, it works. I'll accept it. I'll allow it. Anyway, so what else is going on? We got what I want to talk about. So we talked last week about.
Okay, real quick. We got sidetracked.
Yeah.
How cool is it though watching the IMAX 3D Star Wars
The
trailer?
IMAX 3D Star Wars trailer was pretty cool.
I'm
give you that.
definitely seeing that movie in IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
At
for
least
sure.
the one time.
I mean, yeah, I had already seen it like 30 times, but like seeing it again
In
in
theater
3D was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, what?
I was gonna say the Terminator Genesis trailer was pretty good, but it was pretty stupid.
What do you
Like it was, I liked
Are you
it, but in the
serious?
worst way. Yeah, I
Are you
liked it in the worst way.
Oh my god, it's like so the first trailer they released, I was like, all right, they're kind of going back a little
Old
retconny,
Arnold.
old Arnold's, and they've like CGI'd like an 80s Arnold in there, where
Right,
he's like,
right.
I've been waiting for you or whatever,
Yeah,
and suddenly it's John Connor is a Terminator.
yeah. John
What?
Connor
That's like
is-
the dumbest. Well, first of all, they put that twist in the trailer.
Yep.
Why would
Why?
you do that?
Why?
That's like one of those things. If I didn't know that going in and it happened in the movie, I would have been like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
are you serious? This is crazy. This
Yeah.
is the craziest thing ever. John Connor's a Terminator."
But they put
No,
it in.
It's
the
yeah. So I'm
trailer.
gonna go in expecting it. So if they don't have some other twist in there,
Yeah.
to like say like, yeah, this is even crazier. You didn't even know. We put it down in there to think that was it.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I can think where I'll enjoy watching this movie at this point.
Yeah. And the Fantastic Four trailer is
It's pretty good.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Same
I'm-
as the other ones.
So I've decided I figured out from I don't know anything about the movie, but there's a fifth guy that was
Yeah,
hanging out with them, and that's Doom.
that's Doom.
That's Doom.
For sure.
Okay. Because I was like,
yeah.
what? There's just a guy there. Is there just a guy?
Just Mr. Guy.
It's just Mr. Guy.
And then
he's
in the
just
trailer,
Doom.
they're like, only 4 came back.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, and it's the beard guy.
Yeah.
And that's actually, I think, my favorite part of the trailer. Is like, you guys ready for this? And he's like bouncing up in his chair. And he's like, yeah. It's
pretty good.
It was pretty. It looks pretty.
I'll see it. Jim was pointing out, it says Marvel Studios now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But
It's
those
not
Universal Studios.
No, it's not Universal. It's Fox, I believe.
Fantastic Four, I think. Is
I'm
owned by
sorry. I'm
Fox.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking Terminator still.
Oh.
No, it's Fox.
Yeah. But it also said, so it's co-produced by Fox and Marvel
That's interesting.
films, but it's not part of the MCU.
Well, yeah, Marvel's really downplaying Fantastic Four in their own universe, and I think
Yeah, they
they've
are.
been discontinuing
They
the
just
comic.
had the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing that with a lot of their stuff. They're toning down their X-Men comics.
yeah, because they don't have X-Men.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it seems like they're kind of downplaying a lot of the properties they don't own movie rights to because they
Right.
know the movies is what's making the money right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
And the TV shows.
it's kind of sad because like X-Men's like a staple.
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic Four is like a huge staple.
Yep.
Mhm.
It just sucks they don't have the rights to it.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're going to get finally a good movie out of it. So.
It does. I'm actually. So did you see the Spider-Man rumors?
Oh, that it's gonna be called the new
The
Avenger.
new Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I didn't know they're
Dubious.
giving him his own movie. I thought I was just gonna put him
Yeah.
in. They're like, Spider-Man will be in that one too.
And they're also doing an animated movie in between for some reason.
Is it gonna be part of the?
No.
Okay.
I'm wondering that if they're finally gonna do a Miles
So
Morales.
I think the Spider-Man movie is being directed by the guy that was gonna direct the Sinister Six movie. And I can't remember who it was.
Oh, yeah.
Because they
yeah,
scrapped
yeah.
all those. They
They
scrapped.
scrapped all that.
They scrapped all that.
No Aunt May movie.
No,
No
I was
Aunt May.
looking forward to a standalone Aunt May movie.
This fall, she's fallen, and she will get up. Peter, I found something for you on QVC.
That horrible Spider-Man's not gonna take it from you. If only Ben were here.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
say, dude, Sally Field's a pretty hot Aunt
She's
May.
pretty hot.
I would totally bang Aunt May if it was Sally Field. Is that weird?
I'm
Kind of.
with you.
Sally Field's hot. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You know what? You know who would make a great Aunt May? Helen Mirren.
I wouldn't be opposed.
She's like an English Aunt May.
Well, she could be anybody. Yeah, I can't find the.
Check IMDb, asshole.
It's not even on IMDb.
Yeah, it
anymore,
is.
I don't think. Yet. Anyway, yeah. So they're gonna. So Spider-Man, he's gonna be probably in Civil War.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well, he has to. He has to.
I know he has to, but he might not be.
Oh, but Spider-Man is so
He's
integral
integral to the
Yeah.
Civil War.
He has to
answer.
be. He has to.
Say,
It doesn't have it.
hey, fuck you.
I told you.
Check out is
Was that Reggie?
They're starting Civil War. The filming for Civil War starting, I believe, soon. They're doing Spider-Man cast.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They don't have Spider-Man cast yet.
yeah.
That's.
I would not be surprised if he wasn't in it.
I mean,
They have to do the reveal. They have to have him be in it because he's going to be in a movie before his movie.
Well, what they're probably going to do is find an analog for Spider-Man. They still have the rights for of another costumed hero who hasn't revealed his identity.
Yeah.
Who will take on that role. So for anyone who's not familiar with Civil War, it's Iron Man versus Captain America. They have a difference in opinion on whether heroes should be registered or not.
You make it sound like it's just a civil discussion.
It's a very civil dispute.
No, I believe that people should be registered. What? I don't, good sir.
Well, that's how it starts off, and then it ends with war. So it's civil discourse into war. But Spider-Man opts to side with Iron Man. And Iron Man
he's
is
for registration.
Pro registration. And in front of a big press conference, he gets Spider-Man to unmask himself, reveals who he is as Peter Parker, and it's a decision Peter really later comes to regret as he starts to see more and more of what's going on.
Which is the
and
whole
there's a
reason why he
backlash.
didn't want to in the first place.
Right. And doesn't Aunt May get killed or something?
Aunt May
because of
gets
it?
killed because yeah, somebody was targeting Peter Parker. Instead, Aunt May gets killed. Well, not killed. She's in on her deathbed, and then there's this whole stupid one more day thing I don't want to get into because it makes me
Mephisto?
angry and gives me it gives me an aneurysm. It was a way to reboot Spider-Man.
Where he's not married anymore.
Where he's not married. Yeah, Mephisto's like, haha, you won't be married, but you'll be sad somehow. Really? What are you, a Care Bears villain? I thought you were this universe's version of the devil.
Didn't they have something where he was like spying on Mary Jane and she's like making out with somebody and he's like, this is how supervillains are born or something like that.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I
can just
might be
imagine him
making that up.
twirling his mustache like, nah, you won't be married anymore.
I am Mephisto.
So let's talk about the other side, DC. They just released a lot of stuff lately with Jared Leto as the Joker, in the new
jokester.
They're gonna make a what's it called? Suicide Squad movie.
So it's not associated with their like Man of Steel franchise,
Which is so weird.
It's because they're trying to do a whole Justice League thing like
build-up.
Marvel's doing with
a
theirs.
Pangea.
Yeah,
They've got
a connected universe, if you will.
Aquaman. They have
Wonder
movie-
Woman
movie.
And honestly, watching that trailer, I just don't understand how you can have all those different characters in that movie with like no other setup movies and have it be any kind of comprehensible movie.
It's going to be a hot mess.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to probably play out a lot like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen,
Oh,
except
God.
it's going to be even more monochromatic
Oh.
and dull in color
Oh, my
because
God.
real is brown and gray and
That's-
therefore gritty
that's-
and cool. And it's just going to fall flat. It's going to fall completely flat.
It's
But
gonna be terrible.
getting back to Joker,
Mhm.
what I think they were doing, because after it got leaked, they said, oh, no, Joker's not really going to have all those
All
tattoos.
those tattoos,
I
yeah.
think it was them testing the water.
I
think
agree.
it was free market research.
Yes,
So
it
they
was.
leak it and they say, let's see how people like this. Kind of like what happened with the Deadpool trailer.
Yes.
Let's see how it's perceived.
Absolutely.
And I think
loved it.
overall, I think it was pretty negative. Like what?
Oh yes,
Oh,
it
Like,
was.
I looked at it, if you hadn't told me that was Joker, I never would have made that association.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't I don't really care about the tattoos on his body.
It's the one on the
It's the
forehead.
It was the damaged one and
Yeah.
the grill.
the grill, like
I-
his metal teeth.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like that's too much. If he's got Joker clothes on the whole time, you'll never see those tattoos.
Yeah.
Ever. And it's fine, whatever, if they want to do that. But why would you have damaged on your head?
forehead.
Why would the Joker put damaged on his head?
It's awful.
It's
awful.
awful.
I think Warner Brothers is afraid of the source material. They don't like it,
Right.
and they don't want to embrace it like Marvel's
Like Marvel did
embraced
with
their
Guardians
source
of the
material.
Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
They made a movie with a talking raccoon and a talking tree.
Right.
and it's
and
brilliant.
it
Everyone
was
loves
like one of the highest selling ones, highest grossing movie, and
Yeah.
it's like my number 2 easily.
Yeah,
like-
so the Joker that we're going to get, well, I imagine Jared Leto will actually have he could probably do a really good Joker laugh because he can hit those high notes.
Mhm, mhm.
I think it's going to just be very watered down versions of these villains. There was a screenshot today too of Will Smith. As
Yeah,
Deadshot.
what'd you think of that?
Deadshot.
He doesn't look like Deadshot.
No.
He just looks like a Will Smith wearing clothes.
Yeah, and that's Will Smith.
yeah, that's definitely Will Smith.
It was Will Smith. For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, he's wearing this leather trench coat
Mhm.
And he's got a
and
big beard.
hat
He's got a beard.
and a beard. And then there was this other screenshot where people said this might be him in costume, and they show this armored soldier who looks like really he's just out playing paintball. But the targeting reticule is not there. That is the icon of Deadshot.
Is
He never misses. He's the DC
Yeah.
Universe's version of Bullseye,
Yep.
but deadlier, and he uses a gun. And he has this targeting reticle. It's what he's known for, and that doesn't seem to
The-
appear anywhere.
The Arrow had Deadshot in it, and that's pretty good. I don't know if you watch Arrow.
No, it's
but
too
they did-
CW for me.
Well, you know what, man, Arrow is actually pretty good if you could overlook the CW-ness. Where they're appealing to the 14-year-old girls.
I can't make it through
essentially,
those. I can't make it through
when
those
there's just 10 minutes of him doing crunches without a shirt on.
Right.
You know, if you can overlook that part, there's actually some decent DC storytelling in there. Way better than anything else DC.
What about the Flash? Have you
The
been watching
Flash
that?
is also really good.
Is that on the CW also?
It's and they're connected.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where they have crossovers all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially this season, the Arrow has been going downhill, and the Flash has actually been going up.
I've been meaning to watch it because people have been telling me that it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The guy that
But
played,
I'm barely still watching Daredevil, so.
the guy that played JD's brother in Scrubs plays like one of the main characters in
yeah,
it.
he's cool. I like him.
He's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. They got Reverse Flash in there, and they're kind of going over that. I think Gorilla Grodd was in an episode.
Oh yeah, I saw a
Yeah.
screenshot of that.
Yeah. So it's pretty good, and I feel like what they're doing there is what they should be doing with the movies, and they're not. It's just I don't know what they're doing with the movies, other than just being terrible at making movies with superheroes in them.
Right. It's all about risk taking and embracing source material. And
Yes,
if
which
you,
they
if you try to make a superhero movie for everybody, it's
Right.
just gonna flop.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what they were trying to do with the Jared Leto Joker. Is they're like, oh, we're gonna take some risks, but it just like no,
Oh, it's just they don't understand.
they don't understand.
They don't
it.
understand
Yeah,
it,
they don't
yeah.
understand it.
It'd be like if my grandma tried to buy me a Nintendo, and she can come back with one of those Nintendo box or whatever. It's like one of those grocery store Nintendo. Like, I
Thanks,
bought you the
Grandma.
Nintendo, Michael, and I'm like, thanks, Grandma. She's
I
like, why
remember,
don't you plug in the Nintendo box? And I'm like, yeah, I'll play it later, Ma. Just thanks.
I remember my grandma used to do that too. She'd buy me a Game Boy every year. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a Game Boy. It was just
It was like a Tiger handheld.
Tiger
thing. Yeah.
handheld with like it's got racing on there. Yeah, look, it's so realistic.
Yeah, I think my grandma bought me an Xbox game one time, and I'm like, I don't have an Xbox, but thanks,
Yeah,
Grandma.
thanks,
That's-
Grandma. You know, it's the thought that counts.
It is a thought that counts.
Now, okay, we're gonna get to Steve's gonna be talking about science stuff, science of
Philosoph-
sleep.
Science of sleep.
He's gonna be giving life tips, but first we're gonna take a quick break. Mike, why don't you play us out with one of your sound boards?
Don't drop that dirk.
Hey!
Don't drop that dirk.
Do it one more time. Let's go out in style.
Don't drop that dirk. Hey, don't drop that dirk.
That's it.
And we're back.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay, so you know earlier when I was talking about
your favorite
my,
products?
my favorite Marvel movie,
Uh-huh,
that advertisement is now number one
Wait, in the Marvel universe?
of the Marvel movies. That advertisement.
I don't think it's related, but I'll allow it.
That advertisement is hands down in the Marvel connected universe. Absolutely.
It's great. It's fantastic. So we're
Speaking
back.
of which,
with,
can I-
well,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
They want to do that with Transformers.
Oh no.
They want to do that
Oh,
style of
no.
movie telling with Transformers movies.
Oh no.
And I have no idea how they're gonna do it. Like, are they gonna have different Transformers movies, like
And build it
connect
up.
them?
Yeah.
Like so far, they've just been releasing like a movie.
I
How do you
don't
connect that? They're all connected already. Like they all have Optimus Prime in them. How do you don't get more connected than that? But they're gonna have
No.
like I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing. But they announced that. They announced that like a week ago.
I really want to watch. They released a riff tracks for Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god!
I want to watch that because that's the only way I'll watch that movie. And then I also wish I think they have one for Age of Extinction too.
I would watch both of those with you.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of Ninja Turtles, they actually have announced some Ninja Turtles 2
Sequel, yeah.
sequel news.
Yeah.
So they released a picture of the guy that plays Arrow is playing Casey Jones in the sequel.
Oh, so they're actually gonna have Casey
Yeah,
Jones.
Casey
Oh,
Jones is
okay.
actually in it.
Is this Megan
Bebop and
Fox?
yes, she's in it, and they
Bebop
had
and Rocksteady.
they had a little clip. Someone filmed them filming her.
Yeah.
And she's like running away from people, and she's running away from actual ninjas. One of my complaints of the first Ninja Turtles movie is there's no ninjas in the
No
movie.
ninjas.
For a Ninja Turtles movie, the only people that are ninjas are the Ninja Turtles.
Right.
Everyone else is like a Call of Duty.
Was that your only complaint
Nope,
for that movie?
That was one of my biggest complaints. It was one of my biggest and I feel like most valid complaints.
Did you see it?
No, I wouldn't fucking bother watching that. Are you kidding me?
They went opening night.
I did. I got drunk before I did.
That's good.
I absolutely did.
Yeah, so I want to watch the Riff Tracks for that because the Riff Tracks just did a Kickstarter and they're going on the tour. They're doing The Room. They're doing Miami Connection.
Nice.
I forget something.
They
else.
do anything local because they usually do stuff at.
Yeah, you can go watch it at Edwards Theaters.
I'm talking about because
they're not going to be
Mike,
here.
Mike
in
Nelson
person.
lives in Delmar.
Well, he used to, I think.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if he does anymore.
They used to do live Riff Tracks at the Stone Breweries.
Yeah, they haven't done that in a while.
Okay, that sucks.
But yeah, they're going to be broadcasting it. They'll do it in one place and broadcast it.
That's cool.
So let's talk about Heartbreak news of the week. Do you have a sound clip for Heartbreak? Because this fucking blows so bad.
That one will work.
Oh, my heart breaks. Let's hear it for the death of Silent Hills. Hideo Kojima, rest in peace. Wherever you are, you magnificent bastard. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
So yeah, Silent Hills got canceled.
And how they broke the news
was so awful.
It would be akin to like your stepdad coming into your room one morning and be like, dude, sucks about your mom.
She's dead, man. That sucks.
Sucks, bro.
Nothing we could do. Couldn't save her.
It's like, what? You're telling me like this? You?
I don't understand. What's the reason behind canceling this? The
One of the-
demo was so popular.
It's because Hideo Kojima left Konami.
Right? Is that? I thought they were just on troubled terms.
I have no idea.
Right?
Essentially got kicked out.
Yeah, he's getting kicked out of something. They're just not the biggest fans of Kojima right
Nope.
now.
So one day they were just like, Yep, that was it.
I'm glad. I mean, that joke was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you took the time to do that.
Thank you.
Because it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so good, Mike. It was so good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, they canceled Silent Hills. And yeah, they did it like over Twitter, right?
Yeah, it was what's his face? The director guy.
Guillermo del
Toro just
Yeah.
like he's like, yeah, it sucks. It's not coming out. Breaks my greasy heart. I'm like, what?
that is
That's
like,
just how I imagine how he typed it. He's
Yeah.
he's got his head cocked. He's just typing like, yeah, it sucks. Yep, my greasy heart. It's like, what? Guillermo del Toro?
I don't want
Mexican.
him. I don't want him.
ASA. It breaks my greasy heart.
I don't want
chimichanga.
I don't want him to ever break bad news to me ever.
God, seriously.
Yeah, it sucks. Whatever. So and then it was also Norman Reedus. Like someone
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I don't know, my contract's up and they haven't done anything with me, so I guess it's not gonna happen.
It
Things
sucks.
that could have been.
Because that trailer, they did the PT
was-
trailer, and then
yeah.
they released a teaser trailer of not gameplay, but like
Yeah,
whatever it's gonna, the feel of it. And yeah, they done goofed.
they done goofed.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
It was heartbreaking. I don't even really give a shit about horror games, but like
The demo was so good.
I was fucking terrified.
Yeah.
They're playing in that room over there with Cody and Reggie. Yeah, it would, after like I was just like, nope, I'm just gonna go to my room and just have all the lights on. But yeah, so that sucked. And then Steam, right? I think it was right after.
Oh man, like a
got
day.
in
Yeah.
some crazy hot water.
So it's really funny, kind of.
That Steam
That
or
Steam.
Gaben.
So I mean,
Gaben?
what happened? I don't want to talk.
They so your fiance is in the video games industry.
Yeah.
Was this echoed at all in their thoughts or anything? Do you know?
Well, you want to
I don't
explain what
know.
happened?
Oh, sorry.
first?
I
Well,
forgot.
yeah, because I don't think they dabble with Steam.
They don't
It's-
Steam-
It's
they don't
all.
do
It's
Steam.
mostly console stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, so Steam, they announced that they were going to start doing paid mods. So right now, mods are mostly free.
No, they're all free.
They're all free.
Modding is something you do on PC. So the big it's usually the big games like Skyrim or Fallout.
Yeah.
Like big games, people get in there, they'll write stuff for the code. I mean, there's some crazy shit. Like in Skyrim specifically, they'll have they'll change all the dragons to Thomas the Tank engines. You can have there's
so-
legit mods
yeah.
that upgrade graphics. So your PC, if you have a nicer PC, you can
GTA
handle it.
always has the really good mods.
Absolutely. A lot of PC games, like the only reason people still play those games is because mods.
Right.
There's a mod for Fallout New Vegas where they add the entire game of Fallout 3 into New
Into the
Vegas.
game.
So you can play both those games in the game, and Dave's doing.
Wow.
Which is just kind of cool. And those mods are done by people that just love the game.
Right.
That's like they don't make money off of it. They're like, I love this game. I want to make this for this game.
Right.
Battlefront 2, the Star Wars game, had a
Yeah.
mod. They had the mod where they added a whole like lightsaber fighting system in it, and they added battles that were in space and on the ground, stuff like that.
Yeah. Really cool stuff.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff that doesn't exist in the actual game, but you have to download mods. Minecraft, tons of mods.
Tons of mods.
So it's just one of those. It's like the advantage that PC users have. One
Right.
of the many advantages that PC users have over console stuff. Because you have a console
Right.
game, that's it. You got that game. You could buy DLC for it,
Mhm.
but that's it. Whereas on the PC side, you just got an entire world of mods, which
Right.
can completely change the game you're playing.
And they could be, really shitty or
Yeah.
really good. But the thing that Steam was trying to solve is trying to get the creators of it
Yeah.
to get some. If they want to, they can get paid.
Which I get. I get
Yeah.
where they're coming from. Like they want.
'Cause-
First of all, I think they're hoping that it would create better mods.
Right.
Like
And
it would.
Currently, I think they're on a lot of mods will do donation. They'll have it on their
Yes.
site, like, "Hey, please
You can
donate to
donate,
keep us
yes.
going." And apparently, that wasn't good enough. They wanted a Steam way to download mods and pay for it. It's pretty much like a DLC,
Yeah.
but for these mods that have
And
been so
a lot of big games got started off as mods. DayZ was a mod.
DayZ
of
was a
Arma.
mod.
Counter-Strike was a mod of
Dota.
Half-Life.
Dota. That's classic example.
Dota was a mod of StarCraft. Was it
Warcraft
Or
3.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
So like those games, entire genre of MOBAs wouldn't exist if it weren't for mods.
The Tower Defense.
Yeah.
And so they came out and they added this feature, and the internet just fucking flipped.
I think I'm 100% positive. The problem was they did it in a community that already existed.
Right.
If it were a brand new game where they're like,
you're
okay,
talking about Skyrim, right?
I'm talking about Skyrim because
Skyrim.
that's specifically what they started doing.
Yeah.
There were people that like most of it was like $2, and I guess a lot of people were like, "Was this DLC now? Is
Right.
it mods? What's going on? I'm paying for what used to be free, essentially." Which is understandably it would make me upset.
Right.
If yesterday I could get all this shit for free and now I have to pay for it. And one guy released a fishing mod for like $100,
Wow.
just to do it, just because he could.
Yeah.
So I think and this is what Gabe said because they kind of came out and
Gabe Newell, the president.
Yeah,
of
they've backtracked their policy.
Mhm.
They did that
They
pretty quickly.
backtraced it.
They backtraced it. I'm gonna do that
Because I backtraced it.
because come on,
You got
Where is-
this.
I got it.
You made too many favorites.
They're all so good.
Because you done goofed.
That's,
Yeah,
what,
they
happened.
done
That's what he
goofed.
said. They done goofed, and what he basically said, what they apologized for when they took it back was that they did it in a community that already existed,
Right.
and they went in and they changed things that they should
Yeah.
not have been changing. If they'd done it on a new game that wasn't established yet,
Right.
and I could see that being a kind of
a
a
little
stepping
more.
stone.
Yeah,
a
people
little more
would still not
acceptable.
liked it, but like they
Yeah.
wouldn't have had a huge
Yeah.
reaction like they did with Skyrim.
Yeah,
And so anyway, so they came back and they said, "All right, never mind. Sorry,
just
bros.
kidding, guys.
JK,
JK.
we're not doing this anymore."
Yeah.
And,
And
so
then the internet was like,
yeah, we did it.
we did it, guys. It was really funny because on Reddit, on like PC Master Race,
Yeah, they
everyone's
were-
like, man, they were up in arms, and they
Yeah,
were like
freaking out.
They were comparing Valve to like EA and Ubisoft,
right?
And they're like, you know, because they basically worship Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of scary. And I
Yeah.
know it's kind of joking, but it's one of those things that, like, if you don't know they're joking, it can easily be misconstrued as them not joking.
Right.
And I think it actually sometimes some people aren't on a joke and they just actually kind of love Gabe Newell
in a weird way.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
So it is kind of weird that they do that. But like they're like, now they're like, you know, don't go back to worshiping Valve just because they stopped doing this. Like, we got to be cool now, you know. So it's definitely, it's a weird position.
I thought it was funny too. It's like, well, that's going on. You have this shit going on in Baltimore where
Yeah.
there's like real life riots, and then there's these riots
There's
on the
internet riots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people fucking shit up.
Yeah, get your priorities straight.
That's right.
I'm not paying for mods.
Black mods matter.
Oh my god, that's so good. Man, did you see it? They classified that as a homicide.
Yeah, they charged one of
Yeah.
the cops with
One of them, I thought it was 6 of them.
Well, they charged all 6 of them, but not with homicide.
Well, yeah, because 5 times he went back in that van
Mhm.
as the guy was handcuffed, restrained. He had shackles on. 5 times he went back there to check. Never once did he put seatbelts on him, which is a violation. And He
Right.
checked, and those 5 times he went back there to look. Never once did he put a seatbelt on him.
And then he was apparently they're saying that he was driving reckless on purpose to rough him up. Like that's like a thing where, you know, you put him in the back and then you rough him up on the way there.
Yeah.
Like,
So what happened? What was his name? Freddie
Gray.
Gray. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Freddie Gray's Anatomy.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Mike.
Freddie 50 Shades of Grey.
I told Liz's roommate just got a puppy. It's 9/11, so they never forget.
Oh man, can I say that puppy is ugly?
He's so cute.
No,
I
it's an
love
ugly-
that
that's
puppy.
an ugly dog.
I love that.
It
dog.
looks mangy as shit.
He's a rut.
Anyway,
he's a
definitely
mutt.
is a mutt.
Yeah, he's great.
Anyway, so the kid died.
Right.
This black kid. He's a darker skinned fellow.
But the officer that's getting charged with murder is also black.
He's also black. I honestly don't think this is.
It's not a race thing. I don't think
it's
so.
It's a shitty cop thing.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
an asshole cop thing, and that sucks
Right.
because the cops hide behind cops. And I'm not saying they're not racist. I'm sure
Right.
a black cop can be racist too. It's like self-hating Jew, but the real crux of this is the shitty cops out there.
Yeah.
And I have a friend on my Facebook who's a cop who's like in the police academy. He's like,
Yeah.
why does everyone hate on cops? Cops are good guys. And I'm like,
Right.
bro, I'm sure you are. I'm sure
Right.
you know guys who are. The problem is that like there's a lot of shitty cops out there, and all the cops protect other cops, and so they don't get in trouble, and that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the power.
Yep.
They have all of it.
But this is like the first time I think that it's happened where like cops are being charged with a
Yeah,
crime.
they're
I'm
actually
like,
being
"Ah,
charged."
Thank you.
So Baltimore went nuts.
Yeah.
They went crazy.
That's a place to stay
And
the fuck
what's
away from right
really
now.
weird
They
is all
kicked
the
out Geraldo
people.
Rivera.
Yeah, they kicked out
They
Geraldo.
did.
I mean, he went into the tomb and
Yeah.
revealed nothing.
What's there's a lot of people that are like, oh man, they shouldn't riot, and other people are like, no, this is a revolution.
Yeah, I am trying to stay the fuck off.
Me too.
Facebook.
I have not. I
Or at
have
least
not
people
commented
who
on it at all.
have opinions about it. I'm like, up, staying away from that. Staying the fuck away from
I'm
that.
not coming out as for or against this riot. I'm just saying the cops.
I
suck.
think it's way shitty. I think rioting is shitty. It's a shitty thing to do.
It's shitty for the bystanders that have absolutely nothing to do with it. Just
Yeah.
like shop owners or whatever.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
sucks.
Absolutely. Like the 7-Eleven guy. He's like, I
Yeah.
didn't do anything. I was just running my 7-Eleven.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's way shitty.
It is
I think
shitty.
if you know somebody who's rioting, you should kick their ass or tell them
Like
not
that
to.
mom that.
Yeah.
Kid-
She
good
didn't want
kid.
her kid turning into another Freddie Gray, you know.
Yeah.
It's I think more people should do that. Get the fuck
I do like
home.
all the coverage of the people that were just trying to be civil about it.
Yeah, that was
like
cool.
people handing out water.
But then the thing that bothers me about that is all the titles are like, you'll never see this
Oh
on
my
mainstream
God.
media. It's
Except
like-
for I'm
except
seeing
for
it
I'm
on
seeing it right now.
I'm looking at it right now on mainstream media. I like the one that I posted, the guy dancing Michael Jackson on,
Yeah.
on top of the car.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty good.
That's the way to riot.
That's how I would riot. I
It's
would
a dance revolution.
All right, let's talk about
it would be like I would just be doing. That's what I would,
guys, we're going down to the 7-Eleven.
Let's go.
We're gonna go buy all their
Riot.
merchandise.
that's not a riot. That's just capitalism.
Let's go buy
That's
some
just
Mountain Dew.
consumerism.
Let's get some Toblerones
No.
and some Doritos.
It's just Now you're gaming.
We're gonna LAN party. Oh man, have you had this Mountain Dew? It's called Dew Shine. It's like moonshine.
No,
it's not
like
alcoholic.
douche.
Dew Shine.
Dew Shine.
Dew Shine.
Dew Shine.
It's clear. It's in a glass bottle. It's made, it's made with real cane sugar, and it's really really good.
So it's basically just Mountain Dew with cane sugar.
But it's different taste. It doesn't taste like it's not
Does it
the
taste
yellow
like moonshine.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Because
taste
moonshine tastes like shit.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Dave made me have some of those moonshine cherries.
He's made all of us have those moonshine cherries. It is awful.
It's awful. Why do people do that to themselves?
Oh,
So you're saying you took David's cherry and it was awful.
It was a terrible cherry.
I regret taking his cherry. Let's play a game.
Okay.
I had this thing where I've had to help my mom with her computer a lot, and I've told her it's almost like if you were to help me cooking, and I tell you you're like, oh, okay, go to the fridge and get this. How do I open the fridge door? But I don't even use those words. I'm just like, well, what's the thing? The thing's not opening. Well, what do you mean the thing? Well, I can't find the thing. Like you just
Like trying
use
to
your words.
troubleshoot computer stuff.
Use your words. It's so frustrating. So
Yes.
I thought it'd be a fun game to play if Mike describes a movie in the generalist way possible, and we try to guess the movie. So we're gonna do we'll do a couple minutes, do a couple rounds. I think best out of 5 would be good. Me and
Okay.
Steve. All right. So I'll keep score. Do you have a soundtrack for this, Mike?
Nope.
You can put on.
Smell you.
I hit random.
Do you have anything in your music library that you can play? You have Jeopardy. You have the Jeopardy theme.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds long.
Oh, it's not that long. Okay. All right, Ryan versus Steve.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
All right, so Mike's going to describe a movie.
Okay.
And
So
the first one, just shout the name.
this is the first movie. It is a movie where a guy plays a thing real good.
Okay.
And
Whiplash.
then the people come down and take the guy. to
Last
go-
Starfighter.
Yes.
Oh! Steve gets a point.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling I'm going to lose this one. All right. All right. Round two.
All right, round 2.
I really wish you had a soundtrack to play, but it is all right. We'll get it next time.
What you want? Like what kind of?
Just
This
something-
is movie game. I
This
don't
is the
say
movie game.
this is the movie game.
All right,
What
all
else
right.
you want to do? Okay.
All right, next game. Or next movie.
Okay.
All
So
right, all right.
in this movie, the guy used to be a guy, but he's not the guy anymore.
Mhm.
And then a different guy takes some people away, and he has to go rescue those people. And he has to learn how to be the guy again.
This is like every action movie from the 90s.
Is Liam Neeson in it?
No.
I keep describing it.
Um,
You can even say it. The guy was in this thing and the other thing.
the guy
There's a penguin somewhere.
the guy goes to a place that he hasn't been to in a long time to learn how to be the guy again.
Does Reggie know it? Oh, Reggie knows it already.
And he hangs out with his other guys to fight these different guys.
Oh, man.
And then one of the things is I don't believe in people.
I have no idea. Steve, do you know?
This is killing me. Reggie knows.
Start. Okay, let's start being a little more
Oh my
like the main guy.
I don't
Who's the
know.
main guy? Who's the main
The
guy?
main it's just gonna give it away.
Yeah, okay, who's the not main guy?
Reggie's doing this.
Anything is going to Reggie already gets
He
it.
already gets it. I'm not.
Reggie already gets it, and then he crows like a thing.
Is this Return of the Jedi?
No.
Empire Strikes Back?
this is Hook.
Yes.
Hook.
Crows. Oh, all right, 1 point for
Because
me.
Reggie was doing this. He was forcing his hand out. I'm like, Dr. Strange? That's not right.
All right, round three. Mike's got to come up with a movie. Take your time.
I'm gonna take my time. Is that
All
okay?
right,
with you?
you can take your time.
I actually had some movies in my head, but I was totally blinking on what I had. Yeah.
Point for Reggie.
Okay. There's a guy gets a friend, and they get to go
Never-ending story.
to a place, and they're like, "This you don't talk about this place."
Fight Club.
I mean, I don't know who got that first.
I think it was Ryan.
I don't know.
I would concede. No, I think it's Ryan.
I think it was
Reggie,
Ryan. I think it
Reggie's
was
the
Ryan.
judge. All right, all right. 2-1, 2-1, baby.
Oh, hey, baby. Hey, baby. I'm trying to think of movies that I know both of you guys have seen.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Hey,
'cause I
whatever.
can be pretty. I'm sure I can name a bunch of anime movies. Yeah.
No, don't do an anime movie. Do a popular movie.
I'm just fine.
Just do a
fine,
popular
fine,
movie.
Fine. So, in this movie, there's these little guys, and
Gremlins.
Nope. And there's this other guy who becomes a little guy, and there's these people
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
destroying these things,
Little guy.
and they're trying to fight this guy.
Oh, Ferngully.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I won.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I won.
I can't catch up.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Victory music. Ba 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 ba.
Ryan wins.
See, you should have played that. Yeah. Yeah.
Bazinga.
This is the
It's gonna get it
worst thing ever.
every time.
Everything is
Bazinga.
Oh man. Oh boy. Well, we're pretty much out of time.
Have we done an hour and a half already?
Almost hour
That's cool.
15.
That's fine.
We can start talking. So Steve is a scientist.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, we should talk about this.
I wanted to ask you stuff about immunization. So there's always the autism stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I honestly was just scrolling.
So I've seen this a lot more lately where people get really heated about autism and immunization and all that stuff. And it blows my mind. There was one guy who was like, "Hey, come fight me, bro." Not to me, but to Phil, Shitty Phil. He was
Did they fight?
No. But this guy was like threatening him and
I
stuff.
think Shitty Phil would win.
I think so too. But anyway, so the thing that I saw was like, just you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're
Well,
wrong.
Shitty Phil wasn't wrong.
No, Shitty Phil's right.
Yeah.
It's science. It's you're just wrong.
Oh,
So
Yeah, it's your choice, but you're wrong. You're making the wrong choice.
So here's how science works. You write a journal and you create a peer-reviewed article. And
so that means
it's-
other scientists
yes,
are reading
other
it.
scientists in the field that or similar thereof will go and
these are
review
people
this.
who have gone to school for
Yes.
this.
These are experts in the field.
So they can read it and be like, no, that's
It's not just some guy.
stupid.
It's not an actor. It's not somebody who's popular. It's somebody who has studied this shit.
Mhm.
So a nerd.
A nerd.
nerd.
You can have peer-reviewed articles and they'll get published and they have a little bit more credibility.
I feel like
But it doesn't stop you from creating or writing up a paper on a study you have done and just putting it out there.
Right.
And a lot of people are basing their belief that there's a link between vaccines and autism based off a fraudulent paper that correlated, but there's no causation between it, but correlated that a vaccine for measles, rubella, and mumps led to autism in children. So the
because of
vaccine-
big corporations.
Right, because
Right.
the pharmaceutical companies that produce vaccines don't want people to know this, and
Right.
and it's created paranoia.
Scientists hate
and
them.
Believe,
Just
Yeah.
one quick trick.
and it's one big conspiracy to create a subcast of autistic kids who are good programmers, and then we'll just plug them into a box
Hey,
at Microsoft.
I find that offensive.
Like some big executive saw Rain Man and went, you know what? We need a bunch of those. How do we make a bunch of Rain Man? I got it. We'll make a vaccine, 1 out of every 100. We immunize these kids, and before you know it, they're glued to the screen and they don't talk to other people. It's perfect. And that paranoia belief, along with the 7 Jew bankers and sky lizards and everything, it's this belief that don't don't immunize your kids. The pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know, and I don't want my kid to be autistic.
Right.
Even though the basis is it's their own shitty genes.
Well, not necessarily. It's current conjecture. No one knows exactly what caused autism yet. Is that it might happen in womb, and it's something like a combination of having a child a little bit later in life increases the risk of this,
Mhm.
but it could also be exposure to other teratogens, smog, or maybe it's in your diet or eating
Right.
a bunch of foods laced with pesticides. It could be any number of these things.
Right.
But the problem is, as kids, an infant might show signs of autism around that time, they needed to receive vaccinations.
Right.
So there's that timing issue there.
Well, and
so
then
the
people
parents,
look
like correlate. the
People
two.
look at a list of the things in these vaccines, and they're like, "I'm not putting that in my kid." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and they don't really understand what they are. A
Right.
vaccine primarily is a attenuated virus. It's a virus that has been deactivated or broken down, and you get these bits, and then you put it in your blood, and your immune system sends out its first line of defense.
It's like the Borg.
Yeah, these are foreign. I'm going to present these foreign parts to the other members of my immune system,
Right.
and now we'll be on the lookout for that. We will not allow that in the body anymore. And that's basically how a vaccine works.
yeah.
Also, how hepatitis works.
Well, not quite. It's plants versus zombies. Hepatitis is the zombie, not the plants.
I just played myself out.
Thank you, Mike. Well, like the other thing I read recently too was like, it's very popular among like young 20s, I think, uneducated people. But the whole antifreeze is in what's it called?
Ethylene glycol.
The spicy. What's
Yeah.
it called? What's it called?
Oh, is it?
No, not sriracha.
No,
Tapatio.
there's that
There's
spicy
drink.
whiskey,
The whiskey,
right?
Fireball, which is super popular around like females, younger females. They love Fireball.
I have a handle of it
You have a handle of it. I have some in my
for
thing.
when females come over.
They love it. I don't get why they love Fireball.
Because it's whiskey, but it's easy to drink.
It tastes terrible to me.
It tastes like cinnamon.
It tastes like cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon. I don't like.
You don't like.
Red
You don't
Hot.
hate Fireball. Then you hate cinnamon.
Sure, but I don't understand it. I just don't get it. But there was that thing where people thought that antifreeze was in it, so like,
Yeah.
don't drink Fireball anymore because it has antifreeze. No,
Well, why wouldn't you want to freeze? Works on cars.
But yeah, it has that glycol. What's it called?
Ethylene glycol is the primary component of antifreeze.
Right, but it's in the non-lethal antifreeze. Right, that's what makes it non-lethal to animal. This is what I read anyway. Is that the component that's in Fireball, that's in antifreeze, is a sugar substitute.
Okay.
And that's what makes non-lethal, because cats used to drink antifreeze and
Yeah,
die.
they would
Right.
die.
A lot. It would drip onto your driveway, and animals
Right.
would.
Yeah.
And so now they have, because it tastes sweet to them, but now they have that substitute in there where it's so they won't die, because it's still, it's whatever glycol.
Yeah.
Fatality.
My guess is it's something that sounds similar
Yeah.
to ethylene glycol. I haven't read up on this. but-
Methylene glycol.
Like
that's
Aaron
a-
Paul.
that's a-
Methylene Aaron Paul.
Chemistry nomenclature is really good at confusing people who aren't familiar with chemistry, and it's easy
Right.
to get the two mixed up.
Right. And it's why it's so easy to scare people.
It's like when you go to Walmart and they've got like hairspray in a can and then like the stuff that you spray on a pan in a can, and they look like the same can.
Mhm.
So if you don't know what you're spraying, if you don't look and read it, you'll spray hairspray on your pan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because they all look the same. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. They look the same.
Right. But I think there's other things like
Garbage day.
Mike, is that why you smell like Pam?
I would try.
I like the way it smells.
It's buttery.
It's very buttery. I feel like I'm not going to stick to anything. You can make an egg on me and you'll be fine.
I remember too. I don't know if this has any. If you can shine light on this, but I remember hearing a story about people putting water in the microwave and how it's dangerous because it can super.
It can flash boil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you break the surface, then it explodes.
Yeah, you break it with a fork.
I
So
think they did that on MythBusters.
Oh, they did that.
I think so.
yeah, it actually, that's been documented. It has happened. There was this lady who was it was on like Easter Day, and she was heating up a cup of tea or whatever in her
Mhm.
microwave, and then just puts a room temperature spoon in it, and it flash boiled and splashed on her face and caused third-degree burn.
What? What was that?
Bob Saget.
Oh.
It's a Tourette's guy.
Oh.
I'm just imagining that's what she would say if that happened.
Yeah, that's not myth busted.
Man, my
think it's
brother,
legit.
my younger brother Justin, my mom was making mashed potatoes and had a big boiling thing of water, and he like ran by her and she spilled it on him.
What?
He was young.
Which brother was it?
Justin.
All right.
And he had.
Is that what
burns.
happened to the top of his beard?
What?
Oh,
Is
he
his
doesn't
beard
have,
all shitty?
How he doesn't have any beard right
You're an
here.
idiot.
It's all down here.
Maybe, I don't know.
Justin, you have a neck beard and you can take care of that, man. Either grow above your lip.
He almost looks Arab.
Or shave under your chin. You can't have both. It's the mullet of facial hair. It's like business on the face and party under the chin. You can't do it.
Beard chips. with
Just
Mike.
fucking shave it, man. Just shave it. I'm like looking earnestly at the camera. Just shave it,
bro.
Shave it.
Shave it off.
Or grow it. I don't either one. Just do it.
But yeah, it really sucked. He had it burns all over his body, and like it was
Still?
painful. No, when he was a kid.
So you got better.
Yeah, he got way better.
That's good.
He's a normal now. He's a normie. I mean, he's still slightly Asperger's.
He has neck beard. So
anyway, yeah. Steve, let's talk about sleeping. Sleeping
Okay,
tips.
we're getting further and further out of my field of expertise. But
Sweet.
let's do this. We went from
sleep.
biology, where I have a
Yep.
very strong hold of, then to chemistry, where I'm a little tenuous, and then we get to physics. And I'm just guessing at this point.
this is our sleep specialist.
We're getting into
Steve.
pillow talk with Steve.
Pillow talk.
Is there any
Steve.
crossover between biology and sleeping?
Absolutely. You're
Sleep
going
is
to
a
cycle.
function of biology.
Yeah,
You cannot be biological and not sleep.
Gotta be.
Well,
Have you ever been?
there's things that are alive that don't really sleep.
Have you
or
been
have torpor.
to? Have you been to sleep timer?
Sleep.
That's
what?
what I usually do.
So
So you're
sleep timer?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have to get up tomorrow morning at this, and you type in that time, and it tells you when you should go to sleep
Oh
to
yeah.
get like the
that's
best
cool.
the best amount of sleep.
I have an app on my phone.
Because you
that does
go
that.
you go through cycles, and if
Yeah.
you do in like 90-minute increments, you won't wake up all
now,
shitty.
Now, Mike, your girlfriend does not sleep.
She does not.
is a-
and whose fault is that sometimes, Ryan?
Well, it was my fault the other night
Yeah.
because we were just talking.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I like your girlfriend in a friend way, bro.
I'm
In a
just
friend
saying,
way.
I also can talk, Ryan.
I know, but not like she can, Mike. We're both like you're my man friend, and she's my feminine friend. We can talk about feminine things. I don't know. I hate you too.
Oh no.
So how do you
Fucking
maximize?
right in the pussy.
Jesus Christ!
I hit the wrong one.
You did hit the wrong one.
That's the one I meant to hit.
Wow. I'm so glad you have that board. I'll stay away from your girlfriend. I'll stay away. I'm sorry.
You stay away from my
You stay away
girlfriend if
from
you
my
know
girl.
it's good for you.
I heard you've been talking to my girl.
I don't care. I'm just mad that you talk to her when you talk to me.
I know.
We're friends, Ryan.
Are we?
Yes.
All right.
Whether you want to be or not.
I'm forced to be.
Anyway.
So Steve.
Yo.
Sleep.
All right, don't read,
Don't
watch
sleep.
TV, don't game right before bed because your mind isn't ready to shut off yet.
What if you start falling asleep while doing that?
Means you're bored.
And you're gonna get bad sleep, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, so for instance, my fiance can't sleep unless she has an old rerun of Family Guy or Futurama playing in the background.
Uh-huh.
And I can't sleep in general until the computer just shuts down from the computer will fall asleep. So it goes, Ashley falls asleep, computer and Netflix falls asleep, then Steve falls asleep because that stuff keeps me up. But she uses it as white noise.
Right.
So a complete and utter lack of any kind of sound can actually be unnerving and will keep you awake.
Mhm.
So this is good.
Right.
Like storm or the sound of like distant traffic or wind. or
ASMR
something.
videos.
ASMR videos.
I have a list of ASMR videos on my iPad. That
Those
I
are great.
play when I can't go to sleep.
White noise is good for that, but the problem is too many people will like put down their book on the nightstand and expect to go to sleep right away, and you're not because your
Yeah.
mind's engaged.
Right.
The perfect thing to help you get to sleep is boredom. You sit there in bed
And you get
and you just
bored.
get bored and you have white noise in the background and boom, you're out. That's the best thing to get.
Or
you to
just
sleep.
drink a lot, like I used to.
Or drink, or like consume sleep aids and depressants. And,
There you go.
and alcohol, barbiturates. There you go. It's all
Pillow
you need.
Talk brought to you by Ryan. Endorses
alcoholic
drinking and pill taking.
Take a couple shots.
Barbiturates, if you will.
Kid can't sleep. Shot time.
You can't have Barbie without barbiturates.
That's all the time we have for Sleep Talk. We are 40s and 20s. We got you. We did it.
We got you.
Your thing for you.
We got you.
You're welcome, internet. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Steve.
Yo.
You were awesome. I love you. I miss you.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Thanks for coming on.
He brought us cookies, but we couldn't eat them on the show. We'll eat them after.
Why couldn't we? I didn't even know the cookies
There's
existed.
cookies in there.
Why didn't we eat them? On the
What'd you
show?
bring? Oreos?
Yeah, they're the Reese's Pieces Oreos.
Yeah, it sounds
I
awesome.
have like all of those right now.
Yeah.
The two best things.
They're
All
so
the-
brought to you
together
by
is
Reese's Pieces Oreos.
abomination.
Isn't it weird that Oreos is the off-brand cookie?
Yeah.
Oreos started as
As-
the off-brand.
Yeah.
And now it's the main brand.
It's super
Because
good.
Hydrox is a stupid name.
Yeah.
Why would you name your
Hydrox.
cookie
Hydrox either sounds like a chemical component or a multi-headed mythical beast.
now with Hydrox.
I'm not vaccinating my kid. It's got Hydrox in
Is
there.
this Hydrox gluten-free?
Steve, what is gluten? We talked
Gluten-
about this last week.
God, gluten is
Well,
a
We should have every
Will
guest.
gluten help you sleep?
maybe
Could.
it could. Gluten's a wheat protein. It's found in anything contains wheat.
Mhm.
It's going to have gluten protein in it. And for some people that have celiac disease, a legit medical issue, when you eat gluten, you suffer horrible digestive distress
Mhm.
and cause pain, diarrhea, and that is a legitimate concern not to eat gluten. So many people who don't have celiacs are just paranoid about gluten for the same. They're afraid to give their kid their much needed vaccine.
Right. Well, will gluten cause autism?
Maybe.
That could be it.
Could be it.
You've solved it, Ryan.
Did gluten cause 9/11?
Yeah.
Gluten
Yep.
gluten can't melt steel beams.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
9/11.
9/11 who?
You said you'd never forget.
And that's all the time we have for 40s and 20s. Thanks for sticking around with us, guys. Follow us on Facebook, 40s and 20s, 40sand20s.com, soundcloud.com, that's 40s and 20s, twitter.com,
YouTube.
/40s and 20s, youtube.com, /40s and 20s.
Vimeo.
I'm working tomorrow on editing our new sketch. Mike, unfortunately, was too sick to be on it.
I
I'm
was very
sorry.
sick.
He'll be on the next one. I just got a light kit. We're going to start filming more sketches. Steve was in our sketch.
We're gonna film our own sketches. They're gonna be bedroom based.
All bedroom based.
All bedroom based.
Also casting couch based.
Yes.
I've got a casting couch.
You do. My
so if you,
favorites, actually.
if you wanna sign up, email 40sand20s@gmail.com. You could be on our casting couch for video. Funny.
For some reason, believe in Jesus.
All right. Thanks.
Oh, now we have to record
now we gotta
commercials.
do commercials. Duplicate track.
Tabletop gaming.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's my love. That's where I always go.
Hydrox's a tabletop gaming emporium.
Okay.
Do you guys need a crawl or anything from a guest or anything like that?
A crawl?
A crawl, like something that I would say you're listening to 4020s, the home of blank or anything like that.
We could.
Yeah, we
We'll
could do
record a
that.
couple of
Yeah,
those.
we could do that.
Mike, I'll let you start this one.
I thought you said a crawl. I was like one of those things you throw and then you control.
What?
The movie Krull.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you're full of esoteric references tonight, sir.
Okay.
All right, I'm recording.
Hey, this is Hydrox's board gaming emporium. I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
Hi, this is Hydrox for Hydrox's board gaming emporium. Come on down on Saturday. We're having an all-day Dungeons and Dragons tournament. It's going to be Excelsior.
I'm nerd number one for Hydrox's Nerd Emporium. Come, I'll be playing there.
Hydrox's gaming emporium. It's a critical hit.
Come on down and you can play our newest game, Cat's Cat's Guy.
I love Cat's Guy. It's like Cat's Cradle's sequel, but not in the same universe.
It's better.
Come on down to
Cat's Cradle Emporium. What? Come on down to Hydrox's Board Game Emporium, or it's not welcome.
All right. All right.
Hashtag Orc Lives Matter.
I gotta get you saying that.
Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Hashtag Orc Lives Matter.
Work. Job done.
Stop done.
Job done.
All right. Now we need another topic.
How is my nerd voice?
That was all right.
All right.
It was good. Let's see here. What else? Go. Baltimore riots.
Baltimore Oreos.
Riot gear. Right. Baltimore riot gear.
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
I'm staying
Far
far away from that topic.
Let's see. Reggie, any suggestions? No more clown college.
Tetris Surplus Emporium.
I don't want to do another Emporium.
What do we have? We had salamander.
Salamander car wash or salamander wash. Wash your salamanders.
We should do slinky straightening.
All right. I'll let you start on this.
No.
Do you want me to start it?
Steve starts it.
Okay, Steve starts.
Okay. Slinky straightener.
And go.
I thought my Slinky would never be straight. When our Slinky came out, we were appalled. It went down the stairs by itself. It was going everywhere until we sent it to the ministry home of Slinky Straightening Camp.
Hi, I'm Bernie Bagablebrats from Slinky Straightening Camp. And bring your Slinky down. We'll fix it for free. Straighten it out. No more Slinkies here. I'm anti-Slinky. I didn't know if I mentioned that earlier. I'm very against Slinkies.
When I first got my first Slinky, it was as curly as a Q, but now it's straightened as an arrow.
We're okay with gays here at Slinky Straightening Emporium, just to make that clear. Don't know if I said that earlier. We're very for gays. Gays, come on down. Bring your boyfriends down. Straighten them out. Slinky's what was it called? Slinky
Straightening Emporium. No. Slinky Straightening Camp.
It should be like
Camp Not a Homo.
Westmount Slinky Straightening Camp.
Hi, this is Bernie Bagablebrats again from the Slinky Straightening Camp. I just want to say again, I'm for lesbians also. I like them. They're great. Bring them down to Slinky Straightening Camp. We'll get your Slinky straightened. You can use the metal, straighten metal, not Slinkied anymore. Just to be clear.
I was brought up to believe that a Slinky should be straight. A Slinky deserves to be straight. It is not meant to be curly.
We think God made Slinky straight and man made them Slinkied.
God made Slinkies, not Stinkies.
Yes, all Slinkies.
Just Slinky things.
Just Slinky things. Oh, God. All right, so that's it. We're still streaming, so we can hang out for a little bit.
I did like that angle.
Thank you. Apparently, I think they're going to pass a law that in the United States they can't have any more Camp Not a Homos anymore.
Good.
Are they getting rid of those?
They're getting rid of those. They're going to be against the law.
You know, so you know those people, like religious people, when they're married and have kids, and you're like, dude, you are
so
very
gay.
You're so gay.
Nothing against you, but
No, it's
you need to accept that
Lily has some family that they're Mormons, and I met them, and I'm just the whole night I'm like, dude, you're very gay.
Well, it's almost like every Mormon family, because every Mormon family is huge. There's always at least 10 people.
Yeah.
And the law of averages dictate 1 out of 10 of them has to be gay, and they're pretty easy to spot. And it's going to happen, and you just feel
they actually say
repressed.
They actually say 1 out of every 4 people's gay, and I really hope it's Ryan because he's super cute.
Well, there's 4 of us here.
that's the joke.
It's gotta be Ryan.
No, I hope it's Ryan because I think he's super cute.
Oh,
The joke is the joke is that I'm the gay one because I thought Ryan was.
that just went right over.
Yeah, I had to explain it. So
That doesn't mean it's a bad joke.
Yeah.
Maybe just mean I'm dense.
You are a pirate.
Yar har deedly dee. I like that song. Maybe I am gay.
You are a butt pirate.
That's what I was going for.
Oh, they're over here. But there's not many left. They were my dinner primarily.
What's for dinner, Steve? Cookies.
Oreos. Nom 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 nom. You gotta have at least one there. They're
I'm gonna
delicious.
have one.
They don't go well with. Nah, I'm done. They don't go well with the cider,
Yeah,
though. I'll
they're
tell
good.
you that.
Oh,
They're very good. It's like 2 chocolate cookies with peanut butter in between.
Yeah, I've never been a fan really of peanut butter cups.
What?
Yeah, I've just never really liked them very much.
What are you, a communist?
Might as well be.
That's not even. That's too good. Look at insult the communists. Even communists line up for Oreos or for Reese's.
Communists line up for a lot of things.
No, that's kind of their thing. They're very good at it. Oh, yum. So we have Thornton in the chat room.
Cool.
Still cool.
Mhm.
Hey, buddy.
I think he's the only one watching.
Thornton.
You're a guy.
He gets the internet host.
Yum.
All right, I think I'll stop this.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching our stream. We're 40s and 20s.
Taste the stream.
We're 40s and 20s. The autism of autism.
That's a good one.
Wait, I should have had that recorded. One more time.
We can do that as a crawl if you want.
Yeah, sure.
You've been listening to 40s and 20s. The autism of autism.
We put the awe in autism.
Thanks for listening to 40s and 20s. Today we're brought to you by the letter A and autism from viewers like you.
All right. I couldn't come up with anything else after that. Autism and viewers like you.
I was calling them autistic.
I got it. All right, bye, guys. Bye.